Upon further review, the ruling on the field stands. This is the greatest sports podcast, First and Goat. All right, welcome back, everybody. Beautiful people, the best fans that the sports world knows, the most funniest, the smartest, the most charismatic. Thank you for coming back. Today is March 23rd, our first unofficial episode in spring. I don't know what that means, but we're just going to have a good time with it.
Spring.
It's spring. It's better than winter. Fall, but fall, spring, fall, summer, whatever.
That's right.
Welcome back. It's only gonna get better. We promise you that. Where was I going with this? Welcome back to another episode. Episode what then? Episode number 13, 14. Help me out a little bit. I'm a little lost. I got a little pain going on over here.
14. Episode 14.
14. That's one after 13. 13 is the unlucky number, so this is a good number one. This is a special episode because for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be off air, right?
Right.
Our fellow GOAT host, we'll figure out what we're going to call each other, is coming visiting us to Chicago. Not only us, his fans. He's going to visit his family. He's going to tell his family. We're going to be at Sox openers. It's going to be a special time. So we're going to be off the next 2 weeks unless something changes. So today we're going to have fun with this episode. Free ball.
Meet us at the Sox game, so you can say
hi.
Hey,
you know what?
We'll be at the opener.
First and go. I think we're gonna be way up there. I don't know. Somebody.
Section 527, man.
Hey, I don't need no stalkers. I got enough stalkers.
You know what's bullshit about that, man? Like when I bought I bought those tickets pre-sale and all that, and they were all grayed out. If you go in there right now, you could buy really nice fucking tickets closer to the field. So stupid, man.
Yeah, but we have a good time. You know, we might stick section. I don't know. I don't need no more stalkers. Don't tell me what section. I got enough stalkers. I already have groupie goats all over me already.
Okay.
Hey, special shout out to our boy Jose Garcia for watching the videos and
you know what,
giving us comments. And
see
another reason why today's special, 3/23/23.
What does that mean? Tell us. What does that mean?
Shit.
The date of MJ, dude.
My God, it's a second. So does he have 2 days?
MJ, dude. It's 3/23/23, bro.
So hey, you know what? He has one in February. He has one in March. I don't know, Luis. You might have a case for him even to go. 2 days? 2 days? Man, out of one calendar year, it's amazing. So, Luis, thank you for putting us together. The opener. It's going to be amazing. We have a good time. Welcome to 527. We might say that. We might not. I do not need no more stalkers. Please do not.
We might be there right now.
We might not. Nah, it's going to be a good time.
And before we get into any topic, Adan, he had made a bet on the Nuggets, right?
I did.
The Nuggets won. So do you need me to cash out? Do you want me to cash out right now, or are you gonna stick with it?
Let me hear your thoughts on the Western Conference.
Okay, we'll talk about. That's another teaser. Teaser alert. This is a siren. This is me doing the siren.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. Because if we may cash out, man, not. We'll find out. So let's get the start started, Luis. Let's get this the show started.
We got a couple of topics.
What's on the agenda?
Yeah, we got a couple topics to go over. I think we could just start off with the NBA playoffs. I mean, not the playoffs, but where it's shaping up. Because we got a couple of games left over. It's been 1 week, obviously, since we touched base. So I just wanted to, get your thoughts and your feedback on what.
I want to go first. I want to go first.
All right, Sal. Well, so which one do you want to start
with? Third or fourth thing, I lost track. I'm sticking with the Lakers.
Holy shit!
I'm sticking with the Lakers.
Holy.
Hey, how many? Adan, can you bring up those standings right now? Where are they right now? Maybe
they're number 10.
Behind fifth place.
I'll pull them up.
I'm the one that's looking good right now, and that's without the best player. Not ever. We'll talk about that later, right? The debates for, but on the planet right now, at age 38, and I appreciate that because I'm 42. Hey. Edit that part out.
Yeah,
I look young. Hey, but let's be honest. Without the best player on the planet, fuck Giannis, fuck Embiid, and fuck Jokic. It's LeBron James.
You guys see that? It's a
Yeah,
shame.
Yeah, I can see it. Yep.
So what? Dallas. Look at.
Look, I
So
mean,
they're better than Minnesota Timberwolves. And then
Yeah.
Clippers. Didn't they just lose Paul George? Wah, wah.
Yeah.
they did.
And so they just beat the Suns. So I might look even better. I said 6th or 5th. They might even finish 4th. They might finish 4th. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm looking good. I'm sticking with them. They're in 10th place right now. With March 23rd, I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna still stick with them right now.
To come out of the West, you're
did I
just
mention
fucking
last
calling
week?
it.
I want to say, did I mention last week? I ended up betting on them to win the. And I showed the receipt. I bet it on them to win the NBA Finals.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
shit.
Finals.
The finals. I
What's
told you they're gonna get
the
hot. They're gonna get
what's the
LeBron.
payout on that?
They're not gonna know what to do with Davis, Russell, LeBron and company. They're gonna get hot. They got something to prove. And then everybody that hates LeBron is gonna find an excuse to discredit his fucking championship. But I don't give a fuck. It's number 5. And then tell me.
All right, man. So I don't know. I just they're losing to fucking teams that when we talked about this last week. Luis pulled up the schedule. He's like, okay, so they got Dallas. We're like win. They got Houston.
Loss.
We're like win. They're like the Suns. Oh, we don't know about like we fucking went through their schedule, and they lost the 2 fucking games that we said they were gonna. Oh,
By a field goal. I'm not
Against
talking
the
about a
Jazz, they
football
lost.
field
Against the
goal.
Rockets, they
I'm talking about a
lost.
2-point field goal.
So I just don't have any faith, but I don't have faith in the other teams either. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bingo.
Don't jump on the bandwagon when they win it. Don't jump on the bandwagon. Don't jump on the bandwagon. But I saw Dallas. It was by a field goal, and I'm not talking about a drive 50 yards down and nick a field goal. I'm talking about a putback layup.
Without Luka, they lost to the Mavs without Luka.
What? They haven't won without Luka. They haven't won without
I don't
Kyrie.
like the way Beasley's playing. What has Beasley been doing? If it wasn't for Reeves the last couple of games, last game, Davis, Russell, D'Angelo Russell, and Reeves all had good games. That's what they needed to beat the Suns. Is that really going to continue?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe Luis. Come on, LeBron hitter.
All right, so a couple things. So first and foremost, I know you guys have probably been wondering when this was gonna happen, so I'll just say it once and for all. So it looks like I fucked up and I let my haterism get ahead of me. LeBron James might legitimately, that motherfucker, he might be fucking hurt for real. Because he's been out for a month now, I think. And I thought it was this phony baloney, drama, just being, so dramatic. And no, fucker, he's hurt. I thought he would have been back by last week, according to me. So I was wrong on that, right? Now, I just think that the West is so interesting. I feel like the Lakers have a lot of momentum, but just hear me out though. They're playing with house money, and ever since they started playing with that,
motherfucker, go ahead.
When they've started playing with that, they've been playing a lot better than these. Like these other teams are like stumbling into the playoffs, like not Memphis, Dallas, the Clippers,
the Thunder are
Minnesota. What's that?
The Thunder are 8-2.
Yeah, some teams are, but like I feel like Memphis is stumbling in. Dallas looks terrible. The Clippers are terrible. Phoenix too is like a little like very questionable. But you're right. There's some teams that are playing strong. So, and I feel like the Lakers are playing with momentum. They're playing with a little bit of swag. I just think that they're playing with house money, and it's such a LeBron-led team. You know what I mean? When there's no pressure. And it's like we shouldn't even be here. Then all of a sudden, they're playing a lot better, a little bit more carefree. So anyway, with all that said, I think they're a dangerous team. And if you look at the standings right now, they've been flip-flopping with Utah for the 10th, but they're in the same loss column with like the next, I don't know, 3 teams above them. Yeah. So it's weak. I'm looking at this, guys. I'm so interested as a basketball fan. I'm looking at it game by game. Like I was looking at, hey, Lakers are going to beat Phoenix. Utah's going to lose, so they're going to get ahead of them. Like I think it's going to be close. I can't say that I'm on the Sal bandwagon where I'm saying they're going to run away with it,
Oh,
but
excuse me. Hey, time out. No bandwagon here. I called it out before. It was no bandwagon. I got him. I got him when LeBron went down. I got him, and I made the bet when
true.
LeBron. So they don't bandwagon here. Hey, go ahead.
No, you're right. You're right.
10 or something. You called it. We could look at the video.
So no. So yeah, I don't mean that you're on the Lakers bandwagon. I'm just saying I'm not going on the style bandwagon. Like you've been selling the Lakers for a while. I'm not there yet. I don't have I don't think they're gonna roll away with it. But I think
and just to be honest, I didn't roll with the Lakers all year. Only, and we're not gonna revisit that topic because Westbrook. I promise you, I'll give you I'm a Scout's honor. If Westbrook is on that team, there's no way. I've never been back. I will never get a record. Absolutely not. Sorry, not sorry. But
no, you're right. You're 100% right.
I took it after he got traded.
Yep.
Okay, and then we got D'Angelo. Another.
They did get better, yeah, with those trades, with the moves they made, they got better.
They did. They still lost to some bumps. So I just want to be clear, Luis. What are you saying? Are you saying that you were giving them now a 50% chance to come out of the West? Like, what are you saying?
I'll tell you what he said. He said he doesn't want to jump in the bandwagon, but he's going to buy a LeBron jersey and declare him to go, right? Is that what he said, Luis?
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, to clarify.
That picture of LeBron? You see that picture?
Hey, LeBron, is that you? Is it you, man? Is that you?
Now, to clarify, what I think is, before all those trades, I didn't even think they were going to make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, I thought they were dead to rights. Like, they were, what is dead on arrival, whatever you want to call it, right? I didn't even see that they were, even with LeBron, right? After they made the trades, they got a lot better, and they've been playing a lot better, too. So all I'm saying is that, as a basketball fan, I do want them in the playoffs. I do want to see LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell, play in the playoffs. But no, I still don't think that. I mean, they're not gonna, once they get to like playing a 7-game series against Denver, even Memphis. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they could.
So I think once the seeding is finalized.
There you go. Yeah.
I think we should do our for both conferences. We should give our top 6 teams that we feel like top 4. That we
I don't even think they could be.
We should put a percentage. Like, let's say, like the top 4 teams in each conference, and what percentage we give them of making the finals. Like, from the East, let's say, I'm just saying random, but we'll do it officially once the brackets are set. Oh, I give the Bucks a 50% chance. I give the Celtics a 30%. I give the 70%.
Oh, there you go.
We should do that once they're set, because I'm curious to see what percentage you give the Lakers once.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, they would be. Yeah, I can tell you right now, they'd be there at the lower tier with the clusterfuck of the rest of the West and the East too. That doesn't. I'm just saying they're a threat.
That's perfect on my side, because
I'm just saying. Hear me out. Like the Bulls, like they're gonna get. Let's say they get into the playoffs. It's the 10th. They're not gonna make any noise in the playoffs. Like, I think the Lakers could get past their first round opponent, maybe, depending on who they get matched up. But I mean, I think that it'll end there. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't think they'll get past Sacramento, Denver, Memphis, but they have a chat. I'm really skeptical on the Suns.
Let's just say the
with LeBron
James right now, and then you insert the best player on the planet right now.
Right.
They're not good enough to beat Grizzlies.
They're good enough to get into the play-in game, and I think they're good enough to maybe get past their first round opponent. Yeah, that's what but I want to see the seeding. I want to see
better. I'm gonna feel so much better.
If they're in the play-in, hopefully they actually come out.
I'm nervous to be gone forever.
I think if they go into the play-in, they get whoever they get matched up against. I think they can beat.
They'll come out of the play-in if they're in the play-in.
There you go. I see them coming out of the play-in, and they're gonna go into the playoffs, and I think they could even because if they get it, they'll be the AC, right? If I understand it correctly,
depends. They could go all the way up to number 7, so they could end up with the 7 seed. They could go all the way up.
They could end up higher than that.
They could go all the way up to 5. Dallas could get knocked out. It's just crazy. They're all
No, it is. It's very tight right now.
Look at right now. Between the difference right now, between
2.5
place
away from number 4 seed. That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. But I don't want to disregard them either. I just don't think that I'm not. That's why I say I'm not in the Sal bandwagon. I don't think they're gonna roll away with it. I think there's
I don't need you. I don't need you. There's more room for my first and goat groupies.
So here's the thing: if they do what Sal is saying, let's just say they end up somewhere between 4 and 6. If we just talked about it last week, momentum plays a big part. So if they move all the way up to that, that means that they're going into the playoffs with some momentum, Luis. You're giving them the chance that they are gonna make it in the playoffs. You're like, oh yeah, they're gonna make it. So that means that they're gonna be playing above 500 the rest of the way. That's what. And we just talked about this. Like all these other teams also have issues. Now PG-13 is out. I don't think the Clippers are really. They're the Clippers.
No, they've been struggling. Yeah,
your boy Kawhi.
Nuggets have
it's not Kawhi's fault. I take it back. I'm sorry.
Nuggets have been struggling. Grizzlies have been playing well, but who knows what's gonna happen with this whole thing that happened with Ja, and now he's back. Maybe the chemistry is a little off. Who knows? Warriors can't. But we talked about this already. So if they do go in with a little bit of momentum, I give them as good a chance as anybody. I'll put them up 50-50 against the Nuggets.
And it makes sense. And I respect that. I really do. And I don't want to disregard. Now, just look the other side. Just hear me out, though. Just hear me out. So everything you said, I agree with that. So you're right. Like, because they've been 7-5 without LeBron, right? And you could argue they could even they should have a better record. They should have won some games that they maybe lost, right?
Yeah, the Dallas
I don't think you could say it the other way, that they won some games they should have lost, but they should have definitely won some that they lost. So, and they're 7-5 without them, and they're playing now. Just hear me out, okay? So that is all true. Momentum is key, and but I don't know about Kevin Durant, right? When he comes back, what if he comes back, right? How that's gonna look for Phoenix. Matchups is important, but just hear me out. A lot of guys right now for the Lakers I think are playing a little bit above their tier, because of house money. There's no pressure. Once that pressure comes back and LeBron's back and he's fucking his toxic self, like, hey, don't fuck up, like we're here to win the championship. Like, man, those guys, they're gonna fucking fold. What's that punk ass name? Austin Reeves, right? Like those guys, they're not gonna be heroes in the playoffs. They're not. Like right now, it's cool because it's gonna get them into the playoffs. But once LeBron, that's just what I think. I think some of these guys, once you get in the playoffs, it's a different animal. That's all. That's a lot of these guys have never been in the playoffs for the Lakers, right? They have a somewhat of a young team with some guys. So I think those guys are gonna fold. They're playing above their tier right now to get in.
What do you say? When LeBron comes back, what are you saying? When LeBron comes back, what's gonna happen? I want to hear it.
When LeBron comes back, they'll get into the playing game. They'll win their playing game, And at the most, I think that they could go through maybe the first round of the playoffs. That's it on the West. And then that's it. And then they're gonna get. And then once you get to the next round,
in the first round, they're gonna be up against the teams that you actually said they can't beat. So if they get in the play-in, that means right away they're playing one of the teams that you're saying they won't beat. So if they do get out of the first round, then the other competition is less.
So you're 100% right. So again, it's gonna depend a lot on who they get matched up. So I'm kind of thinking, like, if they go in there and they get, like, I can't even see it in front of me right now, but let's say they gotta play the Clippers, you know what I mean, the first round. I don't even, depending on how the standings, but I think they beat the Clippers.
The Clippers at Westbrook?
No, the Clippers, that's what I'm saying. But hear me out. But then let's say first round, they're up against somehow Sacramento. Yeah, Lakers are getting bounced first round, man. I'm sorry. It's recorded. It's recorded, and that's what I'm saying. It depends who they're playing. If they're playing, Denver, Sacramento.
Let me chime in.
The top three are in. I just wanted it's Nuggets, Grizzlies, Kings. Those are gonna be the top three.
Are you kidding me? Think about what you said. Nuggets, the Grizzlies, and the Kings. Yeah. Look at the roster. Is that gonna go up against a healthy LeBron, Anthony Davis, and D'Angelo Russell? Come on.
Yeah, I've seen I've seen that story for half a season, and it was under 500 basketball over the course of the season. Once it gets to the playoffs, it's just different, man.
You know what's
LeBron is
different?
older.
You know what's different? Because those teams are gonna prepare. They prepare for maybe Anthony
Yeah.
Davis and D'Angelo, but then when you see those three with LeBron, the greatest in the planet, is a different story.
Let's be fair here. I think I just want to kind of rail everybody back in. Them trading Westbrook for Russell is an upgrade. Russell's not a.
I said that. I said that 3 years ago. I said that when he won an MVP. When he won MVP, like get that fuck out. I said trade high. That's the highest. If you
right,
your 401k.
That's all it was.
All it was, it made the team better.
It didn't make them into a championship contender. That's all I'm saying. It didn't make them into a championship contender. They're still the same team that played under 500 the whole season, right? Well, all they did was trade out Westbrook, right, for Russell, and that is an upgrade, but that doesn't take them from trying to fight for a playing game to champion.
You know what?
No,
I'm not gonna derail the subject because. No. Westbrook was that bad. He's that bad. He's that bad. Bad.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
he's just an athlete on the field, on the court. That's all it is. I said it before. That's all he is. He's a professional athlete disguised as a fucking basketball player. That's all he is. You get that guy out and his fucking salary and his dude. Anybody that's an NBA player says that. I'm sure that Lakers they were glad to get rid of him.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here. You got guys like Austin Reeves are shining right now, right? Tell me about his stats. What is the guy right now? What is he up to for a big contract or not?
I don't think so.
Crazy.
I
heard some. I did hear some noise. I saw a little blurb like that. You know,
he might hold out.
That guy's not a starter, man. I'm sorry. He's a good role player. He's a good bench player.
Hold on.
Like a contract. I don't know if he's up for I don't know if he's gonna be a free agent. That's all I'm saying.
He is. I think for sure he is. But he doesn't have to be an all-star or Hall of Famer. Not everybody in your starting five is gonna be. You need a solid contributor, gonna pass the ball, score, clutch. Embrace the team in when they're down and tell them, hey, you know what, things will be okay. You need a guy like that. And that Reeves is a guy like something with LeBron James mentorship.
I don't know anybody LeBron James has mentored into a better basketball. Who has he mentored that case?
His son. He's gonna be a fucking Hall of Famer.
I saw that story.
Hey, off the record.
I already saw that with the Ball family, man. Like he's nothing. He's not doing anything different. LeBron James with his kids, man.
Did he mentor Curry, Irving?
I don't know about that, man. I don't.
Like Kuzma and some of those other guys that he played with, right? Like they, Ball and Ingram and all those guys that maybe they weren't stars with the Lakers, but he did mentor them those first couple of seasons before he chipped them out and then
but
they became stars. They became stars at other places, Yeah,
they grew into their own once they moved past LeBron. One can argue, you know what I mean? They
took his
guidance. Got better.
We're not gonna talk topic about the balls right now. We're talking about balls. We're gonna talk about our balls. Go balls, our balls. Anyways,
but I guess what you're saying, Sal, is to be fair, you're arguing the opposite of what you're saying. You're saying that that is enough. That is enough. That they got rid of Westbrook and brought somebody else new for them to be a championship contender.
And just real quick, the reason I bet at them is because number one, they would not win with. No one's gonna win with Westbrook. The only way you're gonna win with Westbrook is if you have Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, and DeAndre Fox or whoever the fourth MVP candidate is, and then Westbrook. Then you have a chance of winning MVP. So I don't want to fucking Anyways, having said that, once they got rid of him, and they got not that D'Angelo's. I like Russell. I like Russell. I'm not saying that he's the answer, but I've seen this before. I've seen it before.
He's not Westbrook.
No. People sneak in, you know. People sneak
Yeah.
in, and then people like give. Adan said this last week, and I've said this way before. What did you say about momentum? Momentum. We were talking momentum.
Yeah.
And that exists because you will talk to me like, "Hey, I got Bengals and I got so and so and then, well, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? No, oh, in the beginning of the season, this and that, and halfway this, and then this and that. Like, bro, they were hurt half the year. What the fuck does that matter? They're in the playoffs. They're healthy or they're playing well. That's what fucking matters. I don't give a shit what happened the first month of whatever fucking season we're talking about. It doesn't mean shit to me, you know. Let's just say the White Sox decided fucking 0-20 and they finished the season 20-0. That's what matters, you know. But the lower seed, I don't know about the White Sox because those are casuals, fucking idiot moron fans. Sorry if that's you listening. I don't mean to disrespect you, but it's the truth, you know.
Yeah, I always said that like it all depends on how you finish. The way you go in matters a lot more than like look at the. We were just talking about how the Celtics were the best team in the NBA when we started the podcast. You know, whatever.
So all right, so
now the Bucks are clearly better than them. They have the momentum. They got all the stats that I brought up to you guys. Oh, look, the Celtics are number one and blah blah blah. Now it's the Bucks. So it all changes. The thing is, this will be like no team has ever won with a losing record, or even whatever the Lakers are going to end up with is going to be probably the worst record. If they make it to the finals, will be the worst record ever. Like just.
But let's talk about that though.
I just just really quick. What I do like about the new guys, and I know what you mean by pressure. Like guys like Vanderbilt, and even though Austin Reeves and he might not be averaging 25 and 10, and Gabriel, they play with effort, and that does translate into the playoffs.
No, all your points are valid. Like I know what you're saying about the season. A lot of people will argue the regular season doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It's like what you're saying, the momentum. But let's talk about like it's crazy to me that let's be honest here. They're a championship team. What kind of bench does this championship team have? They have some star power. They have an aging 38-year-old, that could get injured again in the playoffs. He's not this Superman guy anymore, right? And then you got another guy, LeBron James, and then you got Anthony Davis, who's one creek away. No, I'm just saying this isn't.
He's good.
No. That's not fair because you just said, I'm just using your own words. You said they've been hurt all season, but magically in the playoffs, they're going to be this magical team. I'm just saying I'm using your words, Sal. So there's a reason they played. You said it's because they've been hurt all season, but now they're going to be at their healthiest at the playoffs. Exactly. Sure, and that could happen. But I'm just saying that could also be a legitimate reason to be concerned for the Suns. For me, I don't know how Kevin Durant's going to come back. So all I'm saying, but I'm not saying that they're not going to be a championship
in the fucking world. The best. I want to go record, even though he's pissing me off right now. He's the best at what he does. This guy is the best. Look him up on social media or whatever the fuck he has. He's the best at what he does. Having said that, I know. Hey, stop fucking laughing at me. I'm fucking being serious. No, hey, I'm getting mad. I'm loud. I'm right. If I'm loud, I'm right. No. But seriously,
if I'm loud, I'm
right. No. But I said that I'm not making an excuse for this team. If they're healthy and they get bounced early, I'll eat my crow.
So let's just
hold on. But I said that last episode, the week before, that it hangs on AD, right?
Right.
It's a big question mark. I'm not trying to find a escape first and goat. I'm just saying that if fucking LeBron fucking loses fucking Anthony Davis, he is shit out of luck. He's done, right. And then he's done. But if they're still healthy and they get bounced in the first, second round, hey man,
anything
right.
can happen.
Anything can happen. And I'm just saying, as a basketball fan, that's my concern for the Lakers is their health and their
I don't need
bench.
your
Like, you
concern.
got
I don't.
that's
You're not even a
what I'm
Lakers
saying.
fan. You're not even. I don't
I'm
need
a
your
basketball
concern.
fan, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like that like if somebody's telling me like, hey, these are the teams, what are your concerns or why would they take it far? You know what I mean? Like that would be for the Lakers. Why they're a dangerous team are for the reasons you're saying, a healthy LeBron, if AD stays healthy, and then these guys are playing with momentum. So
But
you can't
every
dismiss
team,
all that stuff.
every team you could do an if, right? Like and if we were in a
Oh,
different,
yeah,
if we were supporting a different team, we would say like, oh, if Jokic can be like this, or if DeAndre Fox, every team would be an if. I'll just say there's a couple of really quick points. If every team is healthy, 100%
Right.
healthy, I think the Suns have a better chance than anybody. I'll just throw it out there.
Yeah, like if Kevin Durant is
If
healthy,
they're all healthy,
yeah.
I think the Suns have a better chance. And then I will split Nuggets and Lakers as the next one.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you that. I want to go on the record again. I want to go on the record again. They just beat the Suns, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say they got 100%. Hold on.
Aiden.
Without Aiden too and KD, but I mean,
fuck Aiden.
But Lakers
But
Lakers didn't have LeBron.
You hear the bell? No. Let's just say they got Durant and they got LeBron, right? LeBron's a better player because let's just say he's not 100% healthy. You got to rely on Durant's jumper, right? Let's just say LeBron, who's a better jump shooter than Durant.
Holy shit.
He might, field goal percentage wise. I thought, am I right or not? Am I a little tipsy?
LeBron James, career wise, has a better field goal percentage.
Okay,
not a jump shot. He does. Jump shot.
You said jump.
Hold on. Let me finish that. So this is where I was going at. Let's just say they don't have the ankle. They can shoot. LeBron can hey, let's post up. Let's bang.
Right.
If I can't bang that low, hey, Austin Reeves.
God damn.
Anything's possible.
What's the red? If the red can't shoot, what the fuck is he good for? Nothing.
He's a good defender too.
Did you guys know?
No, he was like 2 years ago.
Just randomly, I'm gonna throw a stat. Just random. LeBron James has
shoot.
LeBron James has more points inside the paint for his career than Kyrie Irving has from anywhere for his entire career.
God damn!
Well, yeah, that makes sense because he lays it in. He drives. He drives.
Why couldn't Jordan lay it in all the time? What's up with that? Why can't he lay it in?
He wasn't built like LeBron. LeBron
has that's what makes him the GOAT.
Physicality.
Look at how
okay. We're getting hold on.
Sidetrack.
We're getting sidetracked here.
Hey, just another really quick thing that I wanted to mention. Like the Bulls, right? For some reason they're playing. Well, I know they got killed by the 76ers, but they're playing better. They're gonna make it. Now I'm actually fucking rooting for them a little bit. They're not gonna get. I know when they got Rose, they had 1% chance, but they're not gonna get the Frenchie guy. So now I'm thinking maybe they have this scenario. We get into the playoffs, fucking DeRozan and Levine play their ass out. They look fucking amazing. Come the offseason, somebody's willing to trade us one of their picks for one of these guys because they fucking made a scene and they stood out in the playoffs. The playoffs count more. So if you get DeRozan fucking putting on a show in the playoffs, his value will go up. If you get Levine, Vujacic, they do fucking really well in the playoffs. Let's say they fucking somehow win a first round, their value goes up, and then we trade them.
I like that. No, I like that. Because I've been crying that the Bulls. It's like, what's the point? They're just gonna get bounced. Those are excellent points. Now, would you guys say that that's the Patrick Beverley effect? Is that part of the reason why they're?
I don't know why they're playing better. It is interesting. Maybe he is a good motivator, but he sucks. He just sucks.
Garbage. No, he doesn't suck. He's garbage. He's garbage.
All right, fair enough. All right, so sounds good. So it sounds like we're all over the place with the West, right? So real quick,
not all over the place. We're
all over the fucking place on the West.
I want to be on the record. I like being on the record.
Well, the West is all over the place anyway, but yeah.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, and that's all I think. So I think it'll be tough for them to beat. I'm talking about the Lakers, Denver, Memphis, and Sacramento. That's not a lot of fucking teams. Phoenix, I don't know. Even if Kevin Durant comes back, I don't know what that's gonna look like. You know what I mean? Like he won't come back. Maybe not even for the first round of the playoffs. After that, it's a shit show. They could beat the Clippers. They could beat who else is in there? OKC,
Warriors,
Dallas, Warriors. They could beat all those teams. But I think that's the thing that's tricky with me for the West. And I think we're just seeing it differently. You guys are saying, hey, once you're in the playoffs, momentum and LeBron James back in the court, they could take it all the way to the championship. So I understand that, but I just think there's
the pressure is on those other teams too, Luis.
House money. That's and it goes back to what I said in the beginning. Lakers are playing with house money right now. They're not supposed to be there. They're not supposed to make any noise. You know what I mean? So you're right. There's more pressure on Denver. Memphis and Sacramento, especially Sacramento, I think is a dangerous ass team. You know what I mean?
Why don't you think young players feel pressure?
Those teams do not win.
They also close to 40 minutes. We're close to 40 minutes on this topic. The next time we meet, the playoff standings are gonna be complete. So next time we meet, the regular season is gonna be done. Just an FYI. So
I'm still sticking to my picks. No changes right here. The champ is here. The champ. Call me John Cena. Call me John Chava here.
Oh, John. I like it.
So I can't believe we spent 40 when that was double the time, and it was just on the West. So I don't think
John Chava. You can't see me. You can't see
on
me.
the East, is everybody good? Pretty much, like.
Yeah, you know what? Let's move on. Let's not argue right now. Let's move on right now. Let's move on.
So then, go ahead, Sal.
No. I said move on, but you got something to say? I want to hear from.
No.
Our favorite agent in the world. What happened?
I'm more interested in the West. The East, I think we already kind of, it's the same thing from last week.
Go ahead. You want to chime in? I said it's Bucks and East.
The same.
And Bucks and Celtics.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. I think we're good.
It's boring. No, you know what? Let's revisit. Don't get it changed is the Bulls. What the fuck are they doing? Yeah. Do we want them to win? Real quick. Do we want to win or like what the fuck?
I just told you I think
Adon changed my mind on that. Yeah, man. I didn't even see it that way.
What did he say?
He changed my mind.
Get in the playoffs, fucking put on have the players put on a show, raise their value. You were saying like Westbrook when he got the MVP, Thunder fucking trade him. This is the highest value you're ever gonna have. Levine puts on averages 30 points in the first round and they lose 4-2 or whatever. Fuck, his value is gonna be high. Maybe we package some deal, get a top pick from a team like maybe the Spurs. Maybe Popovich doesn't want to deal with fucking starting all over and all these young guys. Maybe he'll take DeRozan and Vujovic and give us the number 3 pick or whatever. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. But I'll tell you right now.
Would be a team like that too.
I don't know what's going to happen with the Spurs. They're not going to give up the pick. Even if you have the number 3 pick, you're building, they're not going to give it away to you. I'd rather roll the dice with a number 3 pick.
Maybe not a number 3
because the way they're playing, eyeballing it, they'll get into the playoffs, maybe win the first round, and they'll go back. They say, and this is what I think they'll get comfortable. We climb back in. It's like a money move, and then like fucking we'll choke.
There's no way. No way they win the first round. They're gonna go up against the Bucks, the Celtics, or the.
That was the point. That was the point.
76ers.
That was the point. Fuck it. No, dude. If you're in your right mind and you see Levine and DeRozan and Vujovic, oh, you play good the last 2-3 seasons of the. Oh yeah. How much do you want for those guys? Fuck them. Hey, another team like. You trying to load him? Are you trying to rebuild? Nah. What do you want? Let's talk. Let's talk turkey. How
about you convince somebody? How about you convince Jared Jackson Jr. that all the Bulls need is a fucking power forward? Come sign with us. And you. If I'm saying Patrick Williams, man, I want to root for him, but fucking guy takes 4 or 6 shots a game. Don't you think if we get a good power forward and somehow we get a decent point guard, fucking Chris Dunn is killing it with the Jazz, and we let him go. I'm just saying, like, fucking show something. There's nothing to lose. You're not gonna get the #1 pick. You fucking show that you have potential. You fucking package a deal, or you try to bring in a free agent, a good power forward. Be like, dude, all we need is you. Come join us, and we.
But you're right. If that's how you need, but the way when DeRozan's good, but the way Levine's playing, like that guy, he checks in, checks out, checks in. So,
Levine?
Yeah, Levine.
I think Levine doesn't know how to play with DeRozan because
Don't make excuses. How old is that guy? Fucking grow the fuck up already.
He was told to defer.
How old is he? Google, bring up his age. Bring up his age.
He's has to be like 31.
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's find out. If you haven't figured it out by now, get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to get new rookies in and you fucking mentor them so you could be all bitchy and shit. Oh, if I was young and if I was healthy and if ownership did this shit, get the fuck out of here.
28. Shit, I was way off. I hear you, Sal, but I mean, I just feel like the Bulls made their bet with this guy when they signed this deal. You know, that's your only choices. You see it through with Levine on the team, or you gotta move him, right? And if you move him, you're rebuilding. And I think the Bulls have made it very obvious to everybody, very clear to everybody, they don't want to rebuild. You know, like we talked about that. You know, they should just blow it up or not. I think we all said they should blow it up. You know, but the Bulls management, they're like, hey, we're not going to rebuild, you know, we're going to see it through. And so with that said, that's why I'm like, I kind of agree with Don. He kind of told me on that because it's kind of like we're stuck with fucking Levine, you know?
No. I'm sorry. I hate saying this shit because coach you want the team to do the best they can, but man, at the minute I don't care what they give me. Give me the best deal. Get the fuck out of here. I'll roll my dice in the lottery.
Okay, well, fucking, we're not gonna get the #1. So what
you don't know that? That's what everybody said with Derrick Rose, and what happened? MVP.
I don't know.
Come on, Luis. MVP.
That's my guy, man. MVP.
Hey,
we're in the same shit again, Sal.
Yeah, you guys are.
You got socks. It's so random.
The Bulls and.
But anyway, I don't want to.
Right, let's get.
The Bulls, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They want to wake up now. It's one, and I agree with the momentum. But like now, you want to do this shit? What the fuck? You know, it's one thing. Like, I was hurt. We just acquired new players. But you had the fucking same fucking team, and now you want to play good? Get the fuck out of here. I don't need that shit. You're done. I'll cut you. I'll be the corporate guy. Laid off. Go to the unemployment. Get your fucking food stamps. Get the fuck out of here. I invested in you since October. Dude, I can't wait. I don't know the schematics, or I don't even know if that's the right word. Schematics or the financial or ball. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need you either. Get the fuck out of here. I feel pain, and I can't. Like the fuck out of here. Dude. 2023. You're gonna have knee surgery, and you're gonna be out another 12 months. Who the fuck does that shit? Get the fuck out of here. Done. Next. Dijo la mujer. Next.
Well, you know they can't trade them now. So.
No, I know you can, but figure out what you do and get rid of them and dump it. You know, rebuilding sucks.
At this point, raise their value. And what better way to raise their value than by...
How much more is DeRozan go up? How old is DeRozan? He's older than Levine.
He's the one. What's that?
DeRozan's 33.
That's the guy they should move,
how much he's going to get him?
The funny thing is, it's been DeRozan and Levine who have been playing well and winning, but because Beverly's fucking playing like shit. Ayu's playing like shit. Fucking Caruso's playing like shit. Kobe White's playing. All those other guys are still playing like shit, but the Bulls are winning because DeRozan, Levine are playing really, really well, and Vujacic is doing his double.
Now and then Vujacic will come in. Yeah, man.
They've had these guys the whole fucking season.
No.
The role players haven't played well, are not playing well, but these guys are like carrying them.
I'm gonna end this on one note real quick. Let's just say for some miracle, Boston and Milwaukee gets the first round, right? The first seed, and they match up against the Bulls, and they beat either one. They fucking game 6, game 7, they beat them. Are you gonna fucking how much trust? How much money? I don't give a fuck. Hey, are they gonna go to the finals?
If they do that, then they're not trading
With the
anybody.
finals.
If they fucking go in the playoffs as the
It'll be luck. It'll be that Cinderella team.
if they knock out the Bucks or the Celtics, then you go in the other direction. You say like, look at how fucking good we are. Come join us.
I can't. I've been a sports fan. You know, I'm not saying I'm a not a know-it-all. I'll be the first one to tell you. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not a it'll come to me. I'm not a know-it-all, but I've seen a lot.
Mhm.
And baseball, football, and basketball the most. Because let's just say I seen shit like this happen. And if they would have happened, oh, you know what? Let's build it. No. It's lightning in a fucking bottle. What the fuck did you do for 82 fucking games? I understand if LaRosa missed 40 games, Levine missed 50 games, Bush missed 20 games. Get the fuck out of here. I don't.
I was about to say they would. All they would do. They would be the Lakers of the Heat.
I got suckered into that shit. I've been there. I've been like, I've been there. Like, oh, no. Hold on. They were hurt. They just got it. And then, you know,
are we talking about the Bulls or about the Lakers? What are we talking about?
Oh, what the fuck? Hey, you know, moving on. You know what?
That's what I was waiting to say. They were to do that.
I'm talking about Bears. I'm talking about White Sox. You know what? I follow the Cubs and obviously the Bulls. Hey, Luis.
No, you guys.
Hey, where you at, Bay Area? Where you at, Bay Area?
Right.
But having said that,
yeah.
Like,
no, I see both. I agree with Sal and I agree with Adon because if you ask me, I would want the Bulls to get blown up. I don't think management is going to do that. So the closest thing they could, the closest thing they can do is then try to move some of the pieces. You know, like DeRozan, Vooch. You know what I mean? Like those guys. They're not going to move Levine. You know what I mean? And I think it would. I think you could argue that it would help if these guys have a good showing in the playoffs. You know, it does. At the end of the day, it does.
No,
you know,
you're right. I'm not saying don't trade him,
but I don't think it'll be enough for them to get like a top 3 pick or anything like that. But whatever helps them. You know what I mean? Like this team's not gonna do it. So I would love for them to move those guys, and we're stuck with Levine, man. That's it. Like once they trade him,
I can't even think of who would be available that the Bulls can plug in at power forward or send Vujicic to power forward. I can't. Like I just looked at Robert Williams III. He's under contract till 2026. But having somebody like that, I know he's not like a superstar, dude, but that guy makes all the difference. You plug in a Robert Williams III, you move Vujicic to power forward. Levine, DeRozan, trust me, they would fucking get a lot. Yeah. But I can't think of, I don't know, Jared Jackson Jr.'s contract. I'm sure he's like, under contract with the Grizzlies. So I don't know. There's nothing we could do about it. I'm saying they're fucking thinking the same thing the Lakers are thinking, the same thing fucking the Thunder are thinking. Any team, they're professionals. They want to win. Let's get into this thing with momentum and anything can happen.
Right. I just want to add on, like, you have a great plan. I love it, but it's wishful thinking. I swear, because I've been in the long end of the stick as a Chicago fan, third largest market in the fucking let's say US. And hold on, and baseball, football, basketball, whatever you want to, and they always fuck it up. And you know what? I'm not trying to toot my own horn. When they're wrong, I'm right. It's just fucking. It's so fucking goddamn frustrating. It is. I can't stand it. I fucking hate him. And
when they're right, you're right too. those times you agree with them. I remember.
So let's be honest. Oh, the Bulls did a great job. No, they caught. That's the epitome of catching lightning in a bottle, and they drafted Jordan. That's all it was.
No,
they didn't get Jordan. Guess what? Those championships. Hey, Luis. Chicago, we still in one fucking Southside championship right now. The 2005. That's the only one I give them credit for, because it's not that they did it right. It's just that they got lucky. and that's all it was. Fucking. Anyways, let's fucking move on.
No, moving on. Yeah,
Someone got to move on.
Basketball.
I'm fucking annoyed. Fucking
Basketball hell, man. That's what is that
third
called when
fucking
you're not
largest
in
market. Fuck 'em.
hell
Fuck 'em.
or
Fuck
heaven?
'em.
You're
Fuck 'em.
stuck. Oh, purgatory. That's what we're at with the
Nah,
fans.
fuck purgatory. We're in fucking hell. How the fuck are we gonna be at purgatory? And we're
They
fucking.
do got some pieces. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, no, I'm
You're
with
an
you. I
apologist.
feel your
Fucking
frustration.
come
No,
on, man.
no, man.
No, bullshit,
I
bullshit.
was
Nah.
when they got rid of Garden Pax, like as that, I know Pax is kind of still behind the scenes. I was excited when they brought this guy in from Denver and they made some moves. Like with nothing, they put together a team we have right now that we're not happy with. But on paper, when they did those moves, I was excited as a Bulls fan. So that's what I mean. Like I don't feel like it's basketball. I felt like I was in Bulls basketball hell as a fan. And now I'm in purgatory because I saw like, oh man, they made some moves, but they weren't the right moves. So
At least they made moves. Yep.
there you go. But I know that I'm with you too, Sal. At the end of the day, that's not good enough, man. We're not here to, just get by.
Results.
We're the
Hey, you
third
know what? We're
largest.
old enough.
Yeah,
Corporate
right.
America. Hey, let me say. Oh, great job, Luis. Great job. Show me your numbers.
Right. No, you're right.
Hold on.
You're
You let me explain. What happened was she was out sick. That fucking LOA and but they don't give a shit.
Yeah. Damn.
Down
Sounds like
first.
my review. Yeah. All right, man.
Let's
I'm
move
with
on.
you.
What
So
do you want to
moving
do
on.
next?
The last thing, because I know we're short. We spend a lot of time on the NBA. Any
Yeah, plenty
movement
of
for
time.
either of you guys? On the MVP, it's really between Embiid, Joker, and what's his name? Giannis.
Embiid.
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 Yeah.
Let's think
Yeah,
about
he
it.
seems to be the guy. I mean, that's the guy that's right now, I think, the front runner too. So not a lot of
I
movement
think
there.
Giannis might have even climbed to number 2. So
So
those
yeah,
matchups that you mentioned last week, Luis, those are gonna be important.
they're gonna come up. I think the first one's on Saturday. I think. I don't think there's one tomorrow.
Boxing. No, literally.
No,
It's early.
Saturday's one. Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can see both because again, the Denver game. I
Maybe.
think.
Do I want to? Which one's
Yeah,
later?
yeah. We'll touch that later. We'll touch on that later.
No,
We'll
who's
touch on
later?
that later.
Boxing or?
Oh, boxing's later.
Maybe.
Oh no, Denver. No, because I think it's in Milwaukee. Maybe. I gotta check. I gotta double check. I don't have it in front of me today, so
I think it's Milwaukee Nuggets, right? We'll check.
yeah, Milwaukee. But I think the game's at 7, if I'm right. And the boxing, the main event's not gonna be. I'm gonna be watching both. I'm gonna have NBA on the laptop and then the boxing on the TV.
Your time, right? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and then all right. So the next thing, guys. I think both of you guys saw it, so I'd like to get your feedback on it. I missed all of it. I was just watching it, refreshing it.
Oh, what are you talking about? I want to find out. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The World Baseball Classic.
Oh shit!
So, that was some exciting that was like playoff baseball in spring. So what are your thoughts on that, guys? Why don't we start with you, Adon?
Yeah,
I'm
gonna fuck you up.
I thought it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. When I was watching them, a lot of what I was thinking about is the rule changes that we talked about. That we're like fans of the regular baseball and psyching hitters out or stepping out of the box to like mess up the pitchers, and all that was going on because all these games were like playoff games. It's one game. Even in the group stages, they meant so much. Like every game, you wanted to score as much as possible too, because it was possible to end up with 2-2. Like the whole table could end up with the same record. The differential, like every game was critical, and it showed. The teams were playing with passion. The way people talked about Japan, I was scared when Mexico was gonna play them. I was really happy that it was such a close game. I wish Mexico would have pulled it off, but Japan's got like players that they become and they talk about as legends. Like Japan is huge on baseball, and they give these people, their guys, like nicknames that are like, "Fuck," like these guys are.
What nickname? Tell me.
It was amazing. Like, they call this guy the Babe Ruth of Japan, and he won 2 MVPs in the Japan League before he was 23. And I'm like, fuck, all these guys are really, really good. and they deserved it. And I was just so excited to watch the last out with Trout. I thought it was a great fucking TV.
Isn't that crazy?
If this whole clock thing was going on at that same time, I think it would have. I don't know. I just think it would have fucking made it weird. So, but I enjoyed it.
What about you, Sal?
You want to go back to you before I go?
No. Like I said, I only saw highlights. I only saw clips, box score. I was following it because I was either in meetings. These games were early. They were like at 6:00, So that's why I wanted to get you guys. I know you guys were tuned in. You guys were watching it live.
I want to go on the record that this guy's the best insurance agent in the fucking world. That guy puts in work. So if this guy telling you got meetings, fucking this guy's fucking puts in meetings. I was fortunate enough to not fucking make meetings at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Adan, same with you, right?
That's
the fucking work the best insurance agent does in the fucking world. It is what it is. Anyway, having said that,
what does that say about us, Sal?
I'm not the best at what I do. You know what? Second, fucking maybe close second, first, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, having said that,
second.
no, having said that, like, did I have fun watching it? Yes. My intention was not to fucking expect a great game. I fucking tuned in. I'm like, what the fuck? And blah, blah, blah. I recognize that. I recognize him. I'll just do it. I had a good time. And then as I got to the quarterfinals and stuff, I got more invested into it. Obviously, Team Mexico, I was Mexico. It was a good time. And you saw what happened with Japan. They choked in the last inning. Fuck, my brother wasn't, and I told him, what's going on? Like, I just need one fucking insurance run. That's all I want. One insurance run. And who knows? Maybe they would have got an insurance run and they would have fucking beat us, whatever. But it was a great experience. I loved it. This is coming from a guy that over the years is going to come right to declining as a baseball fan, But, hey, I don't got that much time in the world. I don't got time to sit down for you guys to pitch after pitch. Come on, let's move it. But having said that, what the fuck was I going with this shit?
The guy, did you want to touch on the guy you said? Is he the question you had about the greatest of all time?
Yeah. The only thing that I appreciated was Ohtani. That guy, dude. And you know what? And people are gonna hate me for my previous answer. I love before the steroid era. I love Barry Bonds. That guy did it all. I'm talking about the base, the fielding, the base running. God damn! If I want to be a baseball player, you want to do it all, right? Fuck pitching. Yeah. And let's see a pitcher. If you're a fielder, you want to field like one of the best. You want to bat like one of the best. And you want to base run like one of the best. And he did that. He did that before the whole fucking story. I'm not making it. I don't know what he did, what he didn't do. I'm not judging the guy. But before that fucking era started, to me, he was a Hall of Famer.
Very.
Having said that, Ohtani, god damn, that guy does that and pitches. I'm not talking about like, let me go for an inning. Let me strike this guy out. That guy goes in there and pitches lights out. That guy's the epitome of a fucking baseball player. He is the LeBron James of baseball. He's the LeBron James of baseball. And before, hey, you know what, Luis? I know. I see the team. I see the team grinding. I'm gonna go to Adan. Adan, you tell me what you think of what I just said. Your input, your output, your opinion, and then we'll go back to Luis. But I want to go on the record that Ohtani, as much as I defended Barry Bonds of being the greatest baseball player before he was a Hall of Famer before, right? Before the whole steroid era, he was a Ohtani to me. Might have surpassed his, and by might I mean like he did. Alan, what do you want? What do you want? Tell me.
I was not prepared to talk about this this topic of GOAT in MLB. He's only 28. He's already played 4 seasons in the majors. I don't know if I'm ready to make him the GOAT, Sal. So
okay,
here's what I'll just say really quick. So you love Barry Bonds. I love Ken Griffey. Like I wish Ken Griffey would have stayed.
Okay.
Like I wish that I was, I wish that I was Ken Griffey. Like if I was a baseball player, I wish that I was a healthy Ken Griffey. So
can I stop for 5 seconds?
Yep.
You wish to be Griffey if you were a healthy Griffey.
yes.
Yeah,
I mean, but I just don't want to get ahead of ourselves, right? Griffey played more than 4 healthy seasons. We just have no idea what's going to happen with Ohtani. So Ohtani's played 4. Here's the thing. I don't think he's the best hitter ever. I don't think he's the best pitcher ever. What makes him so unique that he could do everything well, and he does everything. Like there's no quarterback that also fucking plays cornerback, other than the NBA where you play both sides. And Babe Ruth, I think, only played 2 seasons as a pitcher, so he gets credit for being pitcher and hitter, but it was only 2 seasons, and he was a pitcher when there was segregation. What this kid is doing is out of this world. This guy deserves. If you just look at his batting, if you look at just his batting averages, that's a $250 million contract. And if you look at his pitching stats, he's got less than a 3 ERA. That's like a $300 million contract. This guy should get a $500 million contract.
He is. Dude, and I hate those contracts. I hate them.
You're paying for a top pitcher, and you're paying for a fucking top hitter. This guy, 275 and above, 30-something home runs, 100 RBIs, and he fucking comes in and a starter in less than a 3.0 ERA for his career.
I want to call timeout. I agree with you, but I have to call timeout because Luis is giving an answer. He's looking at you. He's really. I want to.
No. I'm here. No,
Luis,
I'm just. I'll be honest. Like I wasn't ready for this conversation either. I'm just taking everything you guys are saying all in. It's hard to argue because like my argument always when people like what you just stated, Sal, he's like, hey, he's on the trajectory, or he is. You didn't even say that. I'm putting words in your mouth. You were saying he's the greatest of all time. That's where he's at right now.
All time. I want to go back at the record.
Right.
2023. He possibly in my vote, and I love Barry Bonds and fucking Ohtani best in the fucking planet. Luis, tell me if I'm wrong or right.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm having a hard time. It's because then it's like, okay, if it's not him, then who is it? And I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's in baseball for me, greatest of all time is a little bit like I couldn't tell you. I could make an argument for like a lot of the guys you mentioned, right? But his trajectory. So what I would say is it's early for me. It's just early. It's 4 seasons in. Does he have the trajectory to be? Yeah, this is. And I didn't even think of what fucking Adon said right now. But it's $500 million contract because you're right. He's pitcher and batter. That's fucking crazy. You can't ignore stuff like that. By the way, my favorite player growing up was Frank Thomas, since you guys were wondering. But he wasn't better. We all want to know.
Yeah,
that was my guy. You know what I mean?
The fucking world.
That was my guy.
I want to ask real quick before we get to Ohtani, great all time. What's your top 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go, come on. Off the top of
MLB right now?
Yes. No, ever.
All time.
Oh shit, man!
Come on, hurry up! Off the top of your head.
Nah, man, I gotta be.
You can revisit.
Okay,
You can revisit
all
it.
right, yeah. I mean,
You
I'm thinking.
revisit.
Yeah, for me, it's really hard. Like, not how do you
Hey,
not put
top five somewhere.
Barry Bonds?
Okay, cool.
I know that the steroid thing, right?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I mean, how do you not Carl Ripken Jr.
Don't
two
worry.
in there for me?
Okay. That's three. That's good. Go. Three.
Two, fuck, man. Um,
But whatever you thought.
fuck, man. I always liked Tony Gwynn, man. I thought that guy was so
Okay,
solid.
that's a great answer. That's a great answer.
You know, I just didn't feel like he got enough love. I'm really struggling, man. So I got Bonds, Gwynn, Carl Ripken Jr. Like, I'm really stuck in the
Revisit
90s.
It's not in stone. It's not in stone. What do you think? Hey, top five right now. I'm
And
fucked
then
up
the
right now.
la-
So
and then the last two. I mean, how do I not put a
no,
Yankee over
five.
there?
That's one.
He's
He's the
got,
Michael Jordan. Get the fuck out of here, Michael Jordan. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm just thinking like that.
he's got three. He's got Bond, Win, Ripken.
Yeah.
What do you got? Top five. Off the top of your head. Come on. You have more time to think.
I got Junior.
Okay.
I got Pujols. I got
Oh shit.
Vlad Guerrero Sr. I love that guy.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Bloody Daddy.
I got Frank Thomas.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I always like Randy Johnson as a pitcher.
So Red is one of the greatest pitchers. I'm gonna go next. Can I finish my top five?
Yeah. Do your thing.
It doesn't matter what my pie fam is. Hey, if I could be one player, I'll be on Tiny.
Yo, Tiny, I knew it.
I'll be hitting home runs. It doesn't matter what my top five is. It doesn't. At this point, it doesn't matter. Otani's a guy. So Otani's the guy. That motherfucker is
Damn.
legit. So I love Frank Thomas. I love Ken Griffey. I have Tony Gwynn. Randy Johnson is one of the. I don't know why they fucking don't talk about him, but at the end of the day, if I could be a baseball player, a professional player, Otani. Give me Otani all day. And
What about Bo? Bo Jackson.
No, I don't know. Small sample size.
I never saw him play, but I heard he was
small sample size. He got hurt.
Mhm.
It sucks. He got hurt, but bunch of what is fuck that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
In the last two, I was gonna throw in Frank as my number 5. The 4 I was struggling with. Man, I always liked Suzuki, man. I thought the guy was like Mr. fucking consistent. I don't know.
You know who they brought up?
He had a cannon for an arm too, man. For defense, like I felt like he did a little bit of everything. He could put him on. He was good on defense. He was, batting. Ni se diga.
Can I give you another quick stat? Just fucking off the top of my head, shit. That Hank, the guy that used to have the record for most home runs,
Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
That guy.
Who's that?
If you remove his home runs, I think he's got like 770 something. If you remove his home runs, he still has over 3,000 hits. No big deal.
No biggie. No biggie. No biggie.
That's interesting you said that though, Sal, because I just saw that ESPN put a top 10 players right now, not of all time. I'm pretty sure that Otani was number 1 on that list. I think number 2 was Trout. His teammate.
I always, you know what? And I'm trying to revisit you. I'm not gonna fucking poke you and fucking. And to me, if you're the best player in sport, all around, to me, what the fuck is your all around skill set? And fuck basketball, right? Because you know where I'm going to. You know what I'm going to gravitate towards. But in baseball, like you could do pitching at that caliber and hitting that caliber. Hey, show me someone else to do it. Oh, so and so is a better hitter. Let's just say hypothetically, high competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Barry Bonds, proven, not on PDs, all legit. Man, that is bad fucking ass. But tell me, you want me Barry Bonds? Or you want Hansi? Oh, Hansi all day. I want to hit Bonds, and I want to fucking strike you out because you fucking hate fucking LeBron. I want to strike you out with a slider.
So
it's outside and out. Boom.
Yeah, man. See, but that's tough for me because, like, so I am impressed by Otani, right? What he's doing, but I'm not terrified of him. I don't think like pitchers aren't terrified to pitch to him. Like when Barry Bonds was on his game, let's hold on. But hear me. No. But hear me out. When Barry Bonds stepped into the batter's box, pitchers were terrified of his ass, man. You know.
But who do you want to be?
When Randy Johnson,
hold on, you're doing the LeBron James.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying, no, hold on, hear me out. When Randy Johnson was on the mound, fans were terrified to bat against him. But when you're up against Otani, you're like, hey, I'm up against a legit pitcher, but I can hit this fucking guy. I can strike out this guy. But how can you?
Johnson,
but that's my point.
You, Otani, he's the epitome of both in one body.
No, he's not the epitome of both.
You want to be Billy Bonds?
What at both?
Randy Johnson? Or do you want to be both? Otani?
I would pick the more dominant player over the guy that could do it above average.
But doesn't that guy impact more? That guy impacts more.
Yeah. But you're asking me.
Let's revisit the topic. You know, okay. For now, the best hitter, Barry. Best pitcher, Randy. Or the best of both worlds, Otani. Who do you want to be?
But see, I was with you. I was with you the whole time. But when you say he's not like fucking Barry Bonds and Randy Johnson molded into one player.
Hey, I didn't hear all that shit. Who do you want to be from those three?
I would be I'd probably be Barry Bonds if I could.
I respect that because that motherfucker fucking dominant motherfucker.
Dude, I haven't been to. I didn't get to see Barry Bonds play a lot, but I went to of all things a Cubs game when they were playing the Giants when he was I can't remember the fucking time. Like I don't know if he was on the way to beat the home run record or he had already. I don't know, dude. That guy wasn't even in the game, and he came off as a pinch hitter in the 9th inning. You know, because they had a guy on base. Oh man, like it was the energy, like, and it's just different. Like those players are just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I've never seen anything like that before. I haven't been to a lot of sporting events where something like that had happened, you know. And like I still remember that shit, man. And I don't know. It was awesome. And it was a fucking Cubs game. You know, I wasn't rooting for the Cubs. I wasn't rooting for the Giants. That's what I opened. That's what I said. I said of all things, I'm in a Cubs game. But I think I went because he was trying to break the record. I forgot, and I got a free ticket out of it. I didn't. Yeah. So where did Sal go?
You went.
But it was. But I think it's very interesting because he's 4 seasons in, so his trajectory is insane. You know what I mean? So it's a small sample size, right? People shit on Mike Trout. You know what I mean? That like, oh, he's not better than Otani is right now. Like, yeah, he's in a different stage of his career, but he's the fucking guy's been doing it for a long time. You know, he's been pretty consistent. So. I think right now the scariest fucking baseball player, like when they get in the batters, and I know that wasn't the question, is fucking Andrew. What the fuck? Judge. From the Yankees. You know, like if they tell me like a Otani or Judge, you know what I mean? Who do you want? You know, batting at the bottom of the 9th with a runner on base. You know, I take Judge right now over Otani for sure.
I think Judge is already like in 30-something. He started late. I know that doesn't matter, right?
You mean like age-wise?
Yeah.
I'm so pissed. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad?
No, I'm just saying, like, but I don't disagree with what you're saying. I think he has a trajectory to be greatest of all time. It's early though.
I'll give him reasons. There's time to reevaluate. Is that the word?
Right.
Yeah. But man, I was tired of the way his projection. It was like LeBron went to the Cavaliers. Like, God damn.
It's too early.
I do have a question for you. Do you guys mind if I plug in the boxing fight for Saturday?
Random alert.
There's a fight.
So we're trying new things, right? So Luis, I don't know if you have a name for your segment, you know,
teaser. I'm kind of
segment? Okay, go.
Yes, se los aseguro. Like I'm trying to sell it to you guys. I'm trying to revive boxing more than anything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For all the casual fans out there and all the hardcores that are like salty with boxing,
You want to see
Saturday.
Te los aseguro.
Te los aseguro that this is the fight you want to tune into, man. Saturday, it's Caleb Plant versus Benavidez.
I disagree, but go ahead. I hate you.
I'm telling you, you don't. But just hear me out. So
we gotta get Showtime. We gotta get Showtime to promote us after this.
Right. But they no, because boxing. There's so many politics in boxing. This is a fight that these two guys. This is a dangerous fight for both of them. Now, with that said, I've been going back and forth with it. Fucking Benavidez, he's gonna fucking knock out Plant, man.
Give me wrong.
No, man, he's gonna knock him out by the. It'll be a 7th round knockout, and it's gonna be a violent knockout, man. And I like Plant a lot. You know, Plant is a skillful boxer, but he gasses out towards the end. And I love the shit talking behind both of them. Benavidez he's always been he's been overweight his whole career, but the guy has heavy hands, so you know he's always struggled with his weight. And he's in the best shape of his life. He fucking hired the guy that kind of has a black cloud under him, Memo Hernandez or whatever. He's this guy that's been involved with like steroids and PED. Marcus hired him. Remember when Marcus got cut and knocked the shit out of Pacquiao? You know, that was Memo, and now Benavidez hired him for a straight. And if you've seen, I don't know if you guys seen any of the press conference, like the ones from today. Fucking Benavidez is ripped. He actually has a 6-pack. This guy has never had a 6-pack. And he's excited. He's excited about his physique.
What the fuck?
Fucking Caleb Plant said, congratulations on being a fucking professional. And just you don't get anything for showing up in shape and being in weight, hitting your weight. He's like, I don't give a shit. He goes, is anybody going to give me kudos because I brought my mouthpiece and my fucking crotch guard? Like, yeah, welcome to me. So I love the back and forth on them. Like they cannot stand each other, But Benavidez is a fucking monster. I know in the beginning I was more about Plant, but
monster is a big fucking word. Monster to me
is Benavidez. Is he a shit talker? I don't remember him being a shit talker.
Benavidez is an angry talker. He's not a shit talker. He's an angry So what he tells Plant is, I'm gonna fucking bury your ass. Like, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna fuck you up. He goes, I can't wait to lay hands on you. He's talking to him. He's not talking like, hey, when I show up, you guys are gonna see. He's talking to fucking Caleb Plant, And Caleb Plant's a legit boxer.
Who the fuck is Plant?
Plant's a good.
But at the end of the day, you're talking shit to Plant. So what? Talk shit to me. Let me fucking knock you.
No. So I guess to be fair, he doesn't. I don't think he doesn't do this with every. They just don't. They don't. They've had run-ins in the past. That's why they had run-ins in the past where Plant, I think, ended up punching him. Fucking Benavidez' dad called him a fucking bitch on the press conference, and that kind of stuff. Just like out of line stuff. So they really truly hate each other. But I think for the first time, son, I don't know if it's saying you're gonna call bullshit on this, man. I'm gonna put money on it, so I'm gonna figure out this app. Benavidez is the favorite, but I can't. You know what I mean? You gotta bet with who you think you're gonna win, right? So I think I don't know what. Even though he's the favorite, I think he's gonna get the win, man.
He's the
If you give me 20 bucks right now, I do.
Oh, bro, what?
Benavidez has the belt.
Yeah, Benavidez has the belt.
He's the champion. I mean, Plant has only lost to Canelo, bro. So he only
lost to Canelo, and it was a good fight. Like Canelo TKO'd him in the 11th. But I thought I was nervous in the very early round because he was kind of sticking to his game plan, but Canelo eventually kind of broke him down. The thing with Benavidez is that he's a pressure fighter, so he's gonna keep. That's his thing, right? Constant pressure. He's a little bit different than Canelo. He's not a one-punch knockout. He's a combination knockout guy, but he's just like nonstop pressure. But I don't think he's ever been in the ring with a boxer with the caliber of Plant. Plant is he's a better boxer, I think. But Benavidez is no bum in the boxing. It's gonna be a good ass fight.
That guy Anthony Daryl, right? That's the only guy that they fought.
They're both the same. They both knocked his ass out. You know what I mean? Darrell's a respectful fighter. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good fight. The whole point I'm trying to say is this is a good fight there's not a lot of good fights that boxing has gotten right. So I really like that these two guys are fighting, and fucking Benavidez, he's a Mexican guy too. So
I like your
he's gonna root
breakdown,
for him.
dude. I would rather listen to you break down fighters
Am I? Get
than
the fuck out of here. Am I? Is that what we're hearing
than
now?
the guys on the zone.
Are we breaking down right now? Are we breaking down right now?
Than the guys on the zone. Those guys are fucking terrible at like commentating and breaking down boxers. I can't listen to those guys.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to watch it. I'm gonna watch it without the commentary, But I'm excited, man. I hope you guys tune in. I know you got shit going on down Sal, man. Should check it out.
You know, if you invite me over, I might watch it.
There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah, of course you're invited, man.
You know what hurts me the most? It's like little championship event, and I don't care about it as much as I used to.
You're not invested. Are you saying because of the?
That's like you covered the final Super Bowl World Series. Like, you know what? Let me know what happens. That's what happens with boxing. Boxing fucking sucks. I'm still waiting. I'm hoping that I get proven wrong and fucking does a U-turn and fucking, well, we'll wait and see, because by the time I don't need the old man. I don't need the old man fucking ring. I'm done. I'm not the old man politician.
I feel that because we're waiting for big name.
Alan, we've been waiting for fucking like 10 years. 10 fucking years.
I feel that
No, stop it. Don't
I think that we're missing out. We're missing out on good.
Stop. Hey, I love you.
The big
I
names.
don't want to fucking respect you. I don't want to fucking share you. But this is fucking March 23, 2023. When was the last fucking good fight?
Well, that's why
over a decade. Over a decade.
That's what I'm saying. I think there probably has been good fights, but because we don't take and they don't have the big names. Like, you know what I've heard? Like Telemundo fucking sometimes has boxing. ESPN sometimes has free boxing, and we're like, oh, I don't know who any of these guys are. I'm not gonna watch it. But fucking Canelo used to be on those fucking shows. Canelo used to be a nobody, and he was putting on good shows. The fact that we don't know the boxers does not mean that there are no good boxing matches that are happening.
What's the point of watching them if they're not gonna be in that main event?
Because I enjoy the sport. I enjoy the sweet science, dude. I really do. I like watching. I like watching. I like watching
LeBron and Giannis they do basketball.
It's super hard, dude. Like, the technique of being a boxer is incredibly hard.
Yeah. And man, I love that. I love this banter because, man, I just love boxing. So I think it's a bitch, like these guys, the way they train their bodies mentally, physically, all the work they have to put in, and then boom, they could get knocked out. They have a bad showing. They get a bad matchup for them, and so there's still good boxing going out there. But I think it is sad that why can't we have both? Why can't we have good boxing and the big names fighting together? So that has to do a lot with politics. But then I still feel like there is a lot of good boxing out there. There's a lot of good fighters, you know what I mean? But yeah, it might not be like fucking the big names that everybody knows all the time that has a lot of politics to it. But I hope, so that's my whole point. Something like this, I know what you're saying, Sal. Like, who the fuck is Plant? Who these are big. These are guys in their prime fighting, and that's what you want. You know what I mean? These are like top elite guys in their prime fighting. That's what I want to see in boxing. Even fucking Ryan Garcia and Tank. That's boxing. You see this bullshit with Tyson. I know we're out of time pretty much. Tyson Fury and Usyk. That's the bullshit that happens all the time. They just, all this bullshit, Errol Spence and fucking Crawford. That's the Pacquiao and Mayweather. How long before we saw that, like a watered down version of that? Even, that's when as boxing fans, we get exhausted. We're like, fuck this. I'm not going to spend $100 and wait for a watered down product. So I agree with that, but I also agree with Don. Like, there's a lot of good boxing out there, man. These guys are working on there's a lot of good guys, talented guys that are working on their craft and like kind of leave it all up in the ring. And so I'm more of a fan of boxing than a fan of a boxer, if that makes sense. And I love Canelo. I love watching him fight, Mexican, champion, right? But I mean, I'm more of a fan of boxing right now than a boxer, I would say. So
I
love it. I love boxing.
I'm both.
But
I'm both.
the
I do
box
like
right there.
to have somebody to root for, but I do like watching just boxing. Sorry, sir.
No, don't papa. Hey, podcast. No, I said something like you could promote a fighter, but I said at the end of the day, what the fuck? At this day and age, what does it matter? You know,
I get it. I get it, man.
YouTuber, fucking, I want to I want.
Yeah, no, that shit.
That's where
You know what's not? It's not their fault. It's just that the other federation, like, go ahead, fight.
I think boxing is the one that's fucking up because
I said it 20 years ago.
No, but I'm just saying, just in general, like they're promoting YouTubers. They could easily fucking promote up and coming real boxers because they used to fucking Mayweather used to promote the fucking the nobodies that he was fighting against, right? On the all access. He used to build them up like they were a fucking big deal that he was gonna. So boxing, they could do the same thing that Mayweather was doing, building up those boxers, so that people would pay to watch his fight. Boxing could be building up the real talent, making those names public, so that people want to watch those guys fight.
Right. Yeah, man.
I don't know.
That's funny you say that, Don. As much as I always wanted to see Mayweather lose, I mean, he did do that shit. I mean, I think when he fought, I'm fucking it up now. Either he fought Canelo or De La Hoya.
Have a good time.
One of them. I can't remember if he fought Canelo or De La Hoya. On his undercard, he made sure to feature a very young and raw Tank Davis, building his. That's the right way to do it. Like, hey, I'm going to show you my protege on the undercard. You know what I mean? I'm the main event. And then look at years later, we're fucking talking about Tank Davis. You know what I mean?
And Mayweather's
that's the right way to do it.
I mean, Mayweather's an idiot. Like he can't even read, but he's smart when it comes to
right. He knows how to promote. Yeah, he does know how to promote.
I remember watching those things, and I'm like, oh fuck, this guy might have a chance because he used to build them up. Like you know, they put highlights of his opponents knocking somebody down or a really good combination. I'm like,
right,
fuck this fucking guy, Ortiz. Damn man, he might have a chance. Like he just knew how to do it. Hey,
Stop it. I want to chime in. Let me chime in. Stop it. I was there. I'm the first one that gave up, and it sucks. I hate admitted to it. I hate admitted to it, but at the same time, they fucked up. It's not gonna be repaired in our lifetime. Forget about it.
No, you're. I think it's hard. Yeah.
Go MMA. Go fucking hard on fucking baseball, basketball, football. Adopt a fucking. Forget about fucking. Like I said. Oh, I was a base Manning fan. No. Pick a team. Fucking ride that shit out, and that's it. Because boxing is dead. It's done. We evolved. No. Honestly, we evolved. Let's say, Luis, we got in a scuffle. You know, I'm gonna fucking try to pick you up and fucking slam you.
I wanna fight you.
Fighting is more MMA than it is boxing.
Right now,
science. I appreciate that. But at the same time, like, get the fuck out of here. And they proved it because even the same sport shit on it and just gave it away to YouTubers and whoever wants to cash in on it. And I'm over it. I don't care. I really don't care.
Yeah, I want to give you some. I want to give you some props, really quick, Sal, because you're right. The boxing, not only did they fucked up when they were actually trying to promote fights by making it look like WWE. I don't know if you guys remember, like after fights, then they would bring the next opponent and then they would put him in the ring, like the fake fucking WWE trying to make a show, a scene. Like it seemed fake that they were just like, like, oh, Triple G come up on the ring and talk to Canelo, or like, the lights would come down and then fucking Tyson Fury would come out and challenge Tyson Wild, whatever. They're like, dude, is this for real or is this fucking WWE? Is this make believe?
So I'll leave you.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll leave. I was gonna say the last thing. I'll say this with boxing. There's so many layers. We didn't even get into what's the word? When they fucking fix the fight, all the how do you call it?
like the buying the judges or like okay,
Yeah, like we didn't even get into that. That's
Mafia?
a black eye on boxing, that's the promoters and stuff. But I'll leave you with this though, man. And we'll have to, and I'll have to look it up, bro. You cannot tell me the biggest MMA fight when boxing puts on a main event, man. That boxing main event will outsell well more pay-per-view buys, more tickets than any MMA main event. And when the big boxing fight is in town or it's coming up, casuals and hardcores are in it. MMA, the biggest MMA fight out there is mostly hardcores. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get. I'm just saying, boxing still, as dead as you're saying it'll peek its ugly head out, and it still shows those like moments where like, man, this like people do love boxing if it's done right.
LeBron doesn't go to MMA matches. LeBron goes to boxing matches.
I think we all love boxing. We all love boxing.
That's the point Luis was making.
I think we're all passionate about boxing.
It's just,
I think we're all passionate about boxing. I think it's where the federations were going. They want to cash in. Fucking let them. But I'm not gonna fucking. I don't need a little scapegoat. I'm gonna go.
Did it start with Mayweather?
I think a little before that.
Started, well, we don't have to get in it. I think that's where it started with the Mayweather McGregor. I think that was a big jump into this whole fucking circus.
It's rough, man. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know too much about it, like the background stuff, but it's kind of similar. It's not the same, but I think there's some parallels on like how LeBron, how LeBron kind of took, how before you guys would say, hey, what's the difference if all the players get together and make a super team and then the owners like what? No. Now what you see is you see De La Hoya, Mayweather, you're seeing them like, no, we're gonna do our promotion, and these old fucking guys that have just been doing it forever, they're the ones kind of cock blocking a lot of things.
That started before LeBron, though. I think Hoya started with the.
No, not in their prime, building a super team. But we don't have enough time. We're trying
to finish the show, and you fucking.
How much time do we have? How much time do we have before I Google some stuff?
I swear to God.
How much time do we have enough before I fucking wrap it up?
We're out. We need to wrap it
up. We're getting close to a 2-hour episode, bro.
No, but this is a better one. Hey, keep in mind, we're gonna be out the next 2 weeks. So
I know that's the thing.
Let it out. Whatever you have it in your little heart, let it out.
No, I think I put it up. No, I'm good. I was trying to plug in boxing.
You good?
Good
or you're not good?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I just I want people to tune into the fight, man. I want people to tune into the fight. I think it's gonna be a really good fight. Now I think you should check it out.
Stream it for free.
You'll be entertained. No, man, don't. Well, that won't help it.
I did my little take with stats. So I have a little.
I want to hear it. Let's go.
So the one that I was able, amazing stat that I uncovered. Someone else did the research. Amazing stat that I uncovered of the week. You guys know.
Let's hear it.
Has more tackles, and for our goatees that don't know, so he was a wide receiver. Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles, 40, than he has total drops, 29 in his 16 career.
Damn it! I love that. I love that, man. That guy was money. He was one of my favorite receivers when he was. I was really bummed out. Were you guys? I can't remember, but when they were in the Super Bowl, who did they fucking lose against?
What team was he on? Get out of here.
The Cardinals. He was with Arizona for a while when he was at the Super Bowl.
Wasn't Kurt Warner their quarterback?
Yeah, he was a quarterback. I wanted them to win so bad. Who the fuck? Was it Tom Brady that beat them? I can't remember. Now it's gonna drive me crazy. But I really wanted them to win the Super Bowl that time, man. Mostly because of fucking Larry and I think that was a close game. Yeah, Kurt. More Larry Fitzgerald than Kurt Warner.
It was either the Patriots or the Steelers. I'm blanking out.
Yeah, but that's a great stat, man. I love that. That guy was.
It's all right. It's all right.
Damn, you don't like that sound? More tackles?
No, it's good.
Drops?
May I ask? No, you know what? It doesn't. It's a secret. Don't tell us. We got it. How you came
Nah.
about it. Don't tell us.
You gotta keep tuning into the show. We gotta get people to tune into the show.
I mean, just randomly, I gave 3 stats. That's the only one I wrote down. The other ones is just stuff that I remember.
You want my stats?
I'm pretty proud of myself. I did my little take with stats. So I have a little.
I want to hear it. Let's go.
So the one that I was able, amazing stat that I uncovered. Someone else did the research. Amazing stat that I uncovered of the week. You guys know.
Let's hear it.
Has more tackles, and for our goatees that don't know, so he was a wide receiver. Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles, 40, than he has total drops, 29 in his 16 career.
Damn it! I love that. I love that, man. That guy was money. He was one of my favorite receivers when he was. I was really bummed out. Were you guys? I can't remember, but when they were in the Super Bowl, who did they fucking lose against?
What team was he on? Get out of here.
The Cardinals. He was with Arizona for a while when he was at the Super Bowl.
Wasn't Kurt Warner their quarterback?
Yeah, he was a quarterback. I wanted them to win so bad. Who the fuck? Was it Tom Brady that beat them? I can't remember. Now it's gonna drive me crazy. But I really wanted them to win the Super Bowl that time, man. Mostly because of fucking Larry and I think that was a close game. Yeah, Kurt. More Larry Fitzgerald than Kurt Warner.
It was either the Patriots or the Steelers. I'm blanking out too.
Yeah, but that's a great stat, man. I love that. That guy was.
It's all right. It's all right.
Damn, you don't like that sound? More tackles?
No, it's good.
Drops?
May I ask? No, you know what? It doesn't. It's a secret. Don't tell us where you got it, how you came about it. Don't tell us.
Yeah, keep tuning into the show. We gotta get people to tune into the show.
I mean, just randomly, I gave 3 stats. That's the only one I wrote down. The other ones is just stuff that I remember.
You want my stats?
I'm pretty proud of myself.
I think let's just wrap it up. I don't want to open up another thing. Did you guys see Hakeem Olajuwon said that Jordan's better than LeBron? I just saw that today.
Hey, you know what?
Dream.
Throw the flags.
They're all flip-flops. They're all flip-flops.
I'm just saying, the quiet, humble, hardworking Hakeem Olajuwon said, I had enough. And I even have to talk. I have to say something. Nobody's asking me, but I got to say, fucking enough. Fucking Jordan's the best ever. He said LeBron's a nice player. He's really good. He's no Michael Jordan. That's his opinion. A professional basketball player that won a couple of championships. Humble guy, from what I could tell. And he even had.
We're 59 minutes into the show. This guy wants to.
Don't be a fucking asshole.
You guys don't like the dream? I mean, shit. I thought.
Hey, can I say something really quick? I'm gonna have
do it.
So. You know how we all know and we admit that players evolve and they get better, right?
Yeah.
Like Jordan's better than Dr. J and blah blah. So
yeah.
Let me just
talk to you
really quick, Luis, about John Havlicek. Okay, John Havlicek. This guy won 8 championships with 0 losses. That's better than 6-0, right? He's 8-0. He went to 13 All-Stars. He played 16 seasons, so he was an All-Star 13 times, 4 times first team NBA, 7 times second team NBA, 5 times all defensive first team, 3 times all defensive second team. That's pretty solid, right? That means that first team offense, first team defense.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is he not the GOAT? He's 8-0.
Yeah.
All these accomplishments. He's good on both. I mean, I'm not. I know.
No, that's a great. So let me. I don't want to.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
Players evolve, and we know he's not.
I love
because he doesn't have the game.
Yeah, I love that question. How many rookie of the years does that guy have, or defensive player of the years, MVP? So that because there's a thing. He has the championships over Jordan, but how many defensive players of the year did he get in his career? How many times did he lead in scoring?
He has one
So-
finals MVP, finals MVP.
Okay, that's a lot less than the GOAT. So I guess what I'm trying to say, Dadan, is like when it comes to like I think LeBron James and Michael Jordan, that's a legitimate argument. So then we're kind of nitpicking, right? That's why some things become so magnified, right? Because they're, you can make an argument on both sides, right? And we're at the end of the day, it's going to be a people's opinion, right? But so again, that's why why I focus so much on Jordan on his 6-0 record, because I saw another quote from another player the other day, some buster ass player. I forgot who was it. You guys probably know. He just said it like during the week. He said if LeBron wins one more title, that's it. He's the GOAT. You know what I mean? That he just needs one more title so that this like 6-0 versus 4-6 record. And I'm trying to think what player it was. Was that?
Chambers
he would be 5-6. Chambers
you would 5-6, but right now it's 4-6. But yeah, you're right. It would be 5-6. And to me, that I mean, I'm like, really? Like, but that anyway, so you're done. Yeah, that's what I would say. I mean, I still think Jordan.
I don't think he's
when we compare Jordan and John, I can't even say his last name, Havlicek, right? So he definitely has more championships than him, right? He has 2 more. He's 8-0 instead of 6-0. But then when you put the rest of the resume, I think Jordan blows them out of the water. So Jordan doesn't just have more championships than LeBron James, but they're very comparable on a lot of other things, right?
Yeah, and a lot of other things, LeBron blows them out of the water too.
Correct, so but this is not even close.
My only point is not about it. Can't be just about the 6-0 because this guy's 8. He's got some merit to him. But you're right. He's nowhere near because he doesn't have the stats.
What I would argue is I would argue with somebody 6-0 versus 8-0, and we could go back and forth all day long, right? And what era and your teammates and all this stuff, right? About the 6. I'll argue with somebody on 6-0 championships, 8-0 championship. I'm sorry.
You got an argument. Come on.
I'm not being right now. When somebody comes in limping in with 4-6 and tries to tell me that they're the same and that he's somehow still better than this guy,
the different eras coming to play on both of them, right?
Correct, but it's not even close, Adon. It's not even close. It's not even.
No, it does. It does. Come on, man. Come on, man.
The guy got swept out of the finals. He's lost more than.
Come on, it is. It is close. Jordan is close to LeBron. He's just number 2. It is close.
No, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like it does come. Come on, it does come close. Okay, he lost in the first round to these superior teams. The same dynasties that fucking LeBron gets fucking shit on to losing that.
Yeah.
Like just Detroit and Boston. Hey, look, Jordan lost those guys in the first round. He got shit on, like decimated. But you don't want to bring that up. So like I mean that's our argument. That's
He met the better teams in the first or second round instead of LeBron meeting the better teams in the final. So you give Jordan credit for not making the finals. That is really what people are doing. Be like, oh, good thing that he didn't make the finals those years and he didn't have to play against the Lakers and get destroyed. Or if they had been a different conference, go and meet up against the Celtics in the finals and get destroyed. If that would have been the case, if he could have made it out of the East and the Lakers would have been killing them with Jabbar and Johnson and Worthy and all these people, it would just been the same thing. He got to the point where he faced up against a better team. It would just happen that LeBron is just so good that he was carrying teams all the way to the finals.
And I would argue he would get through lesser teams, and then when it mattered most and the pressure was at the most, he would lay an egg. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Anyway, we could go back and forth. I don't think there's any team that Jordan beat in the finals that's anywhere near as close as good as the Spurs or the Warriors. Nowhere near. Nowhere
Please.
fucking.
Tell me that's wrong.
So you're telling me
that's wrong.
Oh, wait. So you're telling me if the Spurs were playing in Jordan's era, right? Then they'd be the champions.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
With-
I
with-
love San Antonio. I love San Antonio. That's
Tim
my
Duncan,
team, man.
Well,
You
tell
don't
us.
think-
Tell us. This is an opportunity.
You don't think the Bulls? You don't think the Bulls could have beat the Spurs? The guys
No.
that won the championship? Yeah, man. I don't know.
Could the Bulls?
Do you know? I think you do know.
No, man, because I've seen the Spurs lose against lesser teams too, like with the same team. With the same team.
The most dominant.
Okay, but that wasn't-
Shaq, Kobe,
but
and
just
even
go back and
LeBron.
just go back
Stuff
and
like
answer. But just
Like-
answer the question. Answer the question was different. You rephrased it. The question was which of the teams that the Bulls beat,
Mhm.
not could Jordan have beat the Spurs or the Warriors, but which of the teams that he did beat were better than the Spurs or the Warriors?
Yeah, man. I mean,
The Blazers, the Suns,
I think Phoenix was a solid ass team, man. They don't have as many Hall of Famers as the Spurs, but you're asking me team, you know?
Okay, they're better. They were better than the Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, Kawhi.
I think when the Suns, how many weren't they the 1 seed in the West that year? Is that the year that Barkley had the MVP? We want to just. I think no. But you guys are trying to say like it's gonna be a blowout. I don't think it's a blowout. Like the Suns had a good squad, man. You know.
Do a timeout.
I love San Antonio, but we're romanticizing a little bit here.
Okay,
I've seen those fuckers lose so much.
Okay, Warriors.
You know?
They're better than the Warriors. Any of those teams better than the Warriors?
The Warriors might, but LeBron lost to them. You know what I mean?
He also beat him. He beat a
bullshit ass series, man, with Draymond Green getting pitted on and but at full force, I don't think that LeBron named the Warriors. You know what I mean? And vice versa. I know that there was a year too, right? That LeBron was shorthanded too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I think that's a more than fair question, but I don't know if that makes LeBron better because he lost to better teams. He still lost, man. I'm sorry.
I want to say, I think.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to be greatest of all time because you're good at losing at the best teams. What kind of argument is that? That's ridiculous to me. Like, you're the greatest of the old time because you lose to the best teams.
Jordan was good at losing. Jordan was good at losing to the best teams too,
and winning when he got to the championship. He played for the championship, right? Undefeated.
I'm arguing with you. If he had gotten to the championship versus the Celtics or the Lakers, he wouldn't have
the Pistons
because they were the better team. That's all I was saying.
There's some Pistons in there. But
it's hard for me. It's hard for me, guys. It's the way he wanted to, man. 2-3 piece.
I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised if we revisit this topic again before we schedule this topic.
How many 3 pieces does LeBron James have in his whole 20-year career? How many? 0. So it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy.
You're right.
How many did Jordan have in less seasons? 2. It drives me crazy, guys. We don't have time. We gotta dedicate it.
Not tonight. We don't.
We gotta go, bro.
Before we wrap it up, we talked about NFL. We touched NFL. We touched a little bit of NBA. No, we touched a lot of NBA. A lot of Ohtani. I think he's. Anybody else? Anything you want to chime in before we wrap it up? And be courteous, Luis. I know you have some boxing rants. Wrap it up.
Oh man, I left it all on the floor. I think this was a solid show, guys.
Luis, Guadalajara, I know you're gonna be after you visit us, you're gonna be in Guadalajara, Mexico. What do you got in store?
I got more boxing. Right? We're talking about it. Canelo's gonna be.
I'll take it. Change my mind.
What do you guys think? He's fighting John
Some
Ryder,
bump.
right?
It doesn't matter. Stop right there.
No, but what I'm saying, what do you think?
Stop right there.
You think, because we haven't seen Canelo knock somebody out viciously or what?
Okay, go ahead.
Knocking him out viciously? Is he gonna put on a show for the fans, or is he just gonna, go and win by unanimous decision? Like, what? I'm just curious. What do you think? What? Because Canelo has come off 2 lackluster fights, right? He lost against Bivol, right? And then he did beat Triple G, but I mean that was a boring ass fight on both their parts. So he's in his home crowd, right? He's fighting, a much lesser opponent. It's a tuna fight. I would love to see Canelo fucking knock this guy out. Kind of remind everybody who fucking Canelo is.
I think he does both. I think he tries to get it into the 8 to 10 round and then knock him out. I think he tries to put on a show and then knock him out. That's what I think.
How many rounds?
I'd say somewhere in the 8 to 10 round. That's where he'll decide to.
I'm gonna say 3 to 4 rounds, knock him out, and fucking go enjoy the party. Go home. Have a good time in the beach at Rancho. That's what Canelo's gonna do.
This is what I want, guys. I want Canelo to viciously knock out his guy, and I want Benavidez to knock out Clint, and then I want Benavidez and Canelo to fight fucking later in this year. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna fucking happen because Canelo wants to go.
You heard it here first. Celos aseguro right here.
He wants that rematch, which nobody wants to see. Does anybody want to see him fight Bivol again, even if he beats them? Like, who wants to see that versus fighting with all the momentum? Fucking Benavidez. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, I'm gonna be upset at Canelo, man, if he does that shit.
If he beats Bivol, I want to see him beat Bivol. Bivol's got the momentum. He's undefeated too.
Would you rather him fight Bivol for a rematch or fight Benavidez if they both win?
Ooh, that's a good question. If you're a Canelo fan, Benavidez.
Hell yeah.
If you're a boxing fan, nah. You know what? You want some Bivol. You want a Bivol. You want some Bivol. Give it his due. How the fuck are you gonna discredit the guy? How the fuck are you gonna fucking knock him down because he's that good? Like, hey, I'm scared. Let's fight. Adan, what is he?
I don't think he could beat Bivol, guys.
I don't think.
No, you do know. Come on. Don't be. Come on, a red flag right there. You do know.
I think I want to see Benavidez fight Bivol first, and then we'll fight the next one. That's what I was.
Fair enough.
Adan sounds like Adan sounds like he's on Canelo's team, man. Because that's Canelo,
right.
and I love Canelo, but that's all he. Every time somebody wants to fight him, that's worth him like a good boxing fight. He's like, who have you fought? Who have you fought? Who has this fucking John Ryder guy fought? Nobody. But you're willing to go and fight him because that's who you pick.
He's a mandatory challenger. I'm sorry, I have to agree.
Right. But how many times do we hear them not fight their mandatory and vacate that belt? The belts don't mean anything anymore, right? The ones that do mean, they will. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that's what's starting to piss me off about Canelo. He keeps the guys that want to fight him, he's like, who the fuck are you? You just want a payday. It's like, dude, at one point you got to start fighting some guys that people want to see you fight. Like, nobody gives a shit about Bivol. That's his ego trip. You know what I mean?
But he hasn't said that about Bivol. He hasn't said that about. He said that, that Jake Paul wants to fight him. That's true.
No, he said that against, and I'll look it up, but he said that against other legitimate fighters, and he cracks me up. He'll there's this guy that I think Canelo would beat. You know what I mean? But I think it would be a better fight than a Bivol fight. And Bivol's not a bum, but that's an ego trip for Canelo. He's going up in weight to collect belts, and that's why he fucking lost, because that guy's too big for him. You know what I mean? Canelo's a better boxer than him, but there's a reason why there's fucking, you know what I mean? Different weight classes.
Look,
that's why
I like where it's going. I like where it's going. Luis, you got 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I want this to come back over here and fucking school us. I want you to school us why, when, where. And I dude, prove me wrong. Prove me the fuck wrong. This is the one time I want you to do it. Do it. No, Luis is very knowledgeable. He knows the fuck he's talking about. I got other friends come in. I would love to see a debate.
You know what I would love to hear from Luis is what matches you would like to see. in the.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'll get some water.
I'll put some stuff together, and the next time I'll consolidate it.
Okay, that's fair enough. Man, I had a fucking blast. I had
a blast.
We have 2 fucking weeks. Hey, I know we were overboard and we're trying to cut this short, but sometimes we went over, but we off the next week or 2.
2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
We might cut it short. We'll see what happens. I want to fucking thank the goal panel, right? The goal panel.
Yeah. The panel.
Luis,
Yeah.
you guys are the best. You guys are first and go. Thank you for being here. And I want to throw the challenge flag. It's red. And upon further review, the ruling of field stands. This was another great unofficial blah 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 episode. Thank you for tuning in to our goatees. I think that's all I got.
First and go.
Yeah, first and go. First and go. Another first and go episode. There's Upon further review, the ruling on the field stands. This is the greatest sports podcast, First and Go.